humans, how are you? It's me, Sophia, the tiny kitten human. I hope you're well. My cat is trying to steal my really late dinner. I ate something earlier at like 6-ish, but I'm hungry again. But anyway, so today has been my cat says hi. It's been a really rough day. Yesterday I couldn't get out of bed, really tired, just joints all really hurting. Could barely open my eyes for sheer exhaustion, and if this were the first time that it ever happened and that was unusual for me, I would have spent the half an hour it would have taken to call 911 to get someone to come and take me to the hospital, but it's normal for me, so I just dealt with it and just spent the day in bed. Mind you, for example, it took me an hour and a half to muster the strength to get up to go eat the food my dad made me yesterday, for example. So I was still recovering today, exhausted. Painting class went pretty well, except for the fact that I overheard two of my classmates talking about how they like to emotionally manipulate people to get what they want. So yeah, honestly, I was sinning and judging them a lot more than I ought to, and I might still be, and I kind of need to pray about that. And maybe I'm gossiping now. Anyway, but then they admitted to basically believing in witchcraft and practicing witchcraft, so they're literally witches, and I should stay away as a Christian. Anyway, what do you guys think? Should I avoid these witches? Literal witches. Not just me being mean. Literally witches. Anyway, and then I went down to my singing class, and I had a blast because some of the other students were jamming, and I realized how little I actually know and my inability to like improvise to other people playing, and that I have zero, or basically zero, technical and knowledge about music, like that, what piano means, what it's called when you sing really fast or really slow or loud or soft, or music theory, that's the word I'm looking for. I know like zero music theory. And you know, I realized that and I was feeling kind of embarrassed, but whatever. But I had fun anyway. And I learned a new chord on the piano, so that's exciting. E minor, or E something 7 that you can enhance with an extra D. Anyway, that was fun. But then my singing class, we were supposed to pick songs that we were gonna sing, and like I couldn't decide on last Thursday, and so the teacher recommended Fields of Gold, and I'm like, I hate love songs, but if I dress up as a druid, and I had this whole outfit planned with this fairy-like-ish kind of wheat, I guess, colored dress, my food cat, that I was going to put a bunch of fake flowers on, and I pulled some fake flowers off of this mask thing I made that I'm never going to wear again, so I might as well use them for like my hats and stuff. I was going to put them all over the shirt and literally serenade some fake wheat, or barley. Barley and wheat look pretty similar, but the real wheat triggers my asthma, so I just don't do that. I wouldn't do that, so I'd use fake wheat. But not having that song in my textbook, I didn't realize some of the lyrics because I hadn't really looked at it very detailed, but I like tensed up immediately, like triggered some of the sexual abuse I'd experienced, and I didn't really see that coming. I knew that it was going to make me feel kind of uncomfortable and that it was a love song, and I was going to have to work really hard to make sure that it was clear in my brain that I was singing to the barley itself. But some of the words were just, I couldn't handle it, and I tried so hard to sing, and I point I just literally could not physically sing, and you know, it was like literally I had a bottle in my hand, like a soda bottle in my hand, and I was squeezing it like really tight. My whole body was incredibly tense. And you know, when the teacher realized like I wasn't singing, he was like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, I can't. And it took me a while to verbalize it, but I'm like, it's the lyrics, I can't, it's these lyrics. And then so another person who was in the room, because we were doing a quartet in that 2 people are singing the same song, another 2 people are singing the same song, and then the 2 people who are singing the song together are supposed to learn the song of the other people. Anyway, I don't really understand it, but you could ask my professor. I don't know, but you don't know who my professor is, so you can't ask him. You know his gender? Anyway, off topic. But I just started bawling. Like, I don't fall apart, break down, start crying or weeping very easily, and I wasn't expecting it. I was trying not to. I was also trying not to vomit. No, I'm bawling. I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, do not vomit on your professor's carpet. Do not vomit on your professor's carpet. But eventually I was able to calm down a little bit, and the other woman who I'm friends with who was there just basically figured out what I couldn't, because I just figured out that I was triggered by something, and the lyrics just did not work for me, and I was panicking, and PTSD acting up, whatever. She figured out that the lyrics were very descriptive of sexual intimacy, so that made sense. But yeah, it took me like, I tried, you know, I mostly recovered. I was able to pull myself together, washed my face, but you know, I really wasn't feeling physically that well, and you know, there's only so much you can really recover in a day, or even a couple days from something like that. But you know, I tried my best. I listened to a bunch of music and I prayed, and anyway, I'm getting a long-winded explanation, but one of the songs that came to mind and kept coming to my mind based on it was a song I wrote in 2016, and well, there was this whole other thing where I went to chemistry and I wasn't feeling good, and I had a hot flash, and I was trying not to vomit, and then I was having chest pain, but that was just physical stuff because of yesterday, right, you know, continuing. But yeah, but the song was like on my brain, and I listened to it a bunch of times, that I wrote in 2016 when my mental health was kind of at its worst, when I was up through the night many nights in a row because I had to distract myself, because my PTSD was getting so out of control that I didn't trust myself not to do anything if I didn't find some way to distract myself. And I was finding more and more and more that my coping mechanisms had kind of stopped working. You know, I couldn't, you know, exercise wasn't really doing much, and I couldn't really go run around 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and just, you know, so I used to pace super early in the morning. Yeah, in the dorms on a college campus. Super safe idea. Anyway, and I tried singing. It only helped so much. And writing music. And the song that I wrote, which was first called Yesterday, but that's the same title as the Beatles' Yesterday. I didn't like it, so I made it Oh Yesterday, but it's still too similar. And so today, I updated it to Running from Yesterday, and that's the song. And the song was about basically feeling trapped by PTSD, but having hope that I could get better. And I didn't really start to recover until I was hospitalized for it twice, and then I moved across the country from Florida, where I was going to school at UCF, go Knights, to California to move in with my dad, and he's great. And then I was able to take a year off of school to focus on my mental health and focus on my relationship with God and all that, and surrendering it all to God was a very large portion of what facilitated healing for me, I guess. But anyway, so that's the context of the song. But what I'm excited about, and it's taken me 10 minutes to get to this, so I will make a shortened version, is I can't read music. I've tried many times. I tried in the 5th grade when I was learning violin. I tried when I took half a semester of a classical guitar class. I've tried a couple different other times as well, and just never really gotten it down. But this keyboard my grandma got has like the notes, you label them, and then it shows that this is a C and where that is on a music sheet, and so that really helped. And I play by ear. I don't play great. I can only do very, very basic songs like Amazing Grace and like Christmas songs and like some Beatles songs and stuff, like the melodies, or like some hymns. I can only do those things, you know, by ear. But I can figure out the melodies by ear without, you know, pretty quickly. And even though I can't read music, I wrote music. I took the melody that I know from the song I wrote, because, you know, I wrote the song, and then by, you know, playing by ear or whatever, just sussing it out and what it's supposed to sound like, I figured out which notes it was, and then I went and was like, okay, the note that sounds right, that's an E, and according to this thing, this little sticker on my piano, an E is here on this, and I think that takes up like a quarter note. Okay, that one's about twice as long. So yeah, yes, I put down a song I wrote, not only with guitar chords, but with the individual notes for the melody, and I'm so bloody excited. And I still feel miserable. I still feel like I'm gonna throw up, and I still need to eat food, and I need to go to bed because I'm deliriously tired, to the point where I'm scared of I'm thinking about and terrified of democratic socialism taking over this country, and the fact that because my dual citizenship was messed up and I don't have a citizenship in Japan like I should, they have nowhere to go if that happens. Anyway, deliriously tired. I love you guys. Have a beautiful night. Bye, humans. I hope you're well, and I'm really excited that I did this. I can't read music, but with the help of a cool piano with cool stickers, I can write it apparently. Bye.